Great. So for those of you that are following along the article on page 432, they describe their method. And their method is a case study. And they give some interesting reasons for using a case study. They talk about case studies are useful for exploratory research or inductively based research. In other words, you're not necessarily hypothesis testing. In fact, you're not even entirely sure what you're going to find. Remember, they talk about this article, they don't really know what the tipping points are that encourage people to start a home-based business. So this is a way for them to kind of start to explore that. Okay? So since they don't exactly know what they'll find, they're going to use a case study. Now, interestingly enough, this case study is based on post hoc or after the fact interviews. So they ask people long after they've started their business, what did they think their reasons were? Now, this is an interesting concept because there's a lot of debate whether memory is a sufficiently good device for establishing any sort of reliability, generalizability, or accuracy. And they discount that concern quite quickly. They say recalled incidents can be relied on to provide adequate data in order to understand how incidents affect individuals' experiences. Let's think about this for a second, right? I've done some research right now with people, entrepreneurs, who talk about God talks to them and encourages them to start a business. Okay? Now, it's what we call the Xenon zero paradox, right? Sure, maybe God spoke to them and encourage them to do something. Maybe entrepreneurs equate a certain incident as a tipping point that made them start a business, right? Or it could be that after the fact you look back and you reinterpret your actions as God spoke to you, or you reinterpret certain cues as some sort of a tipping point that made you start your business. The point is, does it matter? Does it matter whether God spoke to these people? Does it matter that after the fact you reinterpret those experiences to mean something for you? Does it really matter? Okay. Maybe what actually matters is the idea that somebody actually started a business and maybe the reasons become less relevant. Memory also can induce some biases, but it also helps you reorder a story, right? You know, reality is so messy that it's hard to generalize about anything in the real world. However, this is important, when we reconstruct incidences based on memory, we're able to kind of compose an order, and therefore that can enhance sense making for other people. So just some things to think about. Now, they have an interesting interpretation of how to use the case study method. They say that they interview 21 home-based business owners for their case, and they limit their sample to individuals from advertising, architecture, crafts, design, and software. That way they provide greater comparability. Great. So let's, in the next video, look at the findings, and that starts on page 34. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. Great. I'll see you in the next video.